Policy, tradition, environment. They shape how we care for the places we call home. Here, watersheds matter, indigenous knowledge leads, and climate and waste are pieces of a story continuously unfolding. Welcome to Bahandi sa Kinaiyahan, a Mindanao podcast. In this episode, we speak to Tek Ocampo, a Davao City councilor. We found out how the local government of Davao City finds ways to balance progress with ecological sustainability. What are the best practices? What are the challenges? And what does it take to manage an ever-evolving environment?
I'm Councilor Tek Ocampo of the 1st District of Davao City, and I'm currently the chairperson for the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources. So basically, what we're trying to do is we make sure that for generations to come, there will be consistent, continuous flow of clean drinking water in those two rivers, the Panigan-Tamugan River. That is why we passed the Panigan-Tamugan watershed for the purpose of protecting the watershed within the Panigan-Tamugan rivers, because that is the next biggest main source of water. There are no human activities allowed in the area except for maybe research, maybe for any purposes, cultural, maybe for the lumads in the area, for the IPs, but no improvements whatsoever, especially of those structures that are already in place in that area. Pero yung mga existing communities before the creation of the Apo Agua and before the passing of the ordinance will remain in the area. Everybody is very cooperative, the IP sector, the LGU nagtutulungan, ang executive and the legislative department. Ang problema lang talaga natin, the challenge is really is the people who are yung illegal settlers. Pumupunta doon, gumagawa ng mga resorts, gumagawa ng mga bahay, rest house, which is not allowed by law. And they saw everything. May mga bako na doon in a protected area. Doon nagalit na si Mayor, nagbigay siya ng pronouncement to vacate the area, to self-demolish, or else they will face the consequences of cases that might be filed in court. At kasama namin ang IP sector because kailangan namin magkaroon ng parang harmonization ng batas, and at the same time yung kanilang mga traditions and culture that they are also following. We are talking about drafting in ordinance on climate change adaptation, making it mandatory to companies, to communities, to officials, to people na to do their part para naman maiwasan na natin o it will not worsen the effect of climate change. Because climate change is everybody's concern talaga eh. We are now currently drafting an ordinance on encouraging people to use EV or electric vehicles as a mode of transportation versus the fossil fuel vehicles for the purpose na bawawasan yung ating greenhouse gas emissions. When it comes to especially on waste, no, I know some environmentalists would argue, but we are still pushing for the waste to energy. It is a process where our waste will be converted into electricity. We have already the Japanese government helping us with that. I'm also looking at drafting an ordinance in relation to the extended producers responsibility or the EPR law. Ito yung paano natin masisiguro na yung mga basura na nilalabas o na generate ng mga kumpanya dapat nilang makuha. Because under the EPR law, dapat kasi yung by percentage per year mababalik sa kanila. Kukunin nila for recycling, for repurposing, yung mga waste na na-generate ng kanilang mga products. It is a continuous process yung waste segregation because there are many resistance from the community. Hindi porke isang truck lang yung tinatapunan ng mga basura natin, hindi na kayo mag-segregate. I-segregate nyo. Para yung mapakinabangan, i-separate nyo. Kung talaga hindi na, at saka yung mga nabubulok, i-separate nyo. Kasi pag kahit na isang truck lang yan, yung mga basurero kasi natin, tumutulong sila mismo din nagsasegregate doon sa actually, totoo lang eh. Before it lands to the sanitary landfill, ang iba niya na napeperahan, binibenta na, kinukuha na nila. it's really a matter of, asking the people to be extra disciplined. Kung may mga bara talaga, andiyan naman yung ating ma workers natin that are ready to, take action. Ang ating city engineer's office nandiyan, ang ating sendro, meron din tayong mga canal brigades, we have din the ancillary unit. Ang dami nating mga grupo na tumutulong, kaya aside from the mga cleanups na ginagawa ng mga private companies, mga private individuals, mga grupo, civic organizations that are really doing their share. Ito kasi, ang basura kasi, hindi mo yung sigarilyo, ilan naman yung sigarilyo. Ito, basura lahat. We are all generators of waste. Lahat tayo. Everybody's, that's everybody's concern ang waste. So, we can only do, a little. Dapat talaga, it's really concerted effort. At mga taong bayan, tutulong din talaga. Dili lang isalig tanan sa gobyerno, wag lang lahat sa magagalit pag hindi nagawa ng gobyerno, isisisihin ng gobyerno. Ask yourself, ano ang nagawa mo?